Hello everybody, so nice to see all of you again. Today we are going to do probability. Now the first in this series is how to perform simple experiments. Now what is an experiment? An experiment is a situation involving probability or chance that leads to results called outcomes. Can I repeat that? An experiment is a situation involving probability or chance that leads to results called outcomes. Or we can call it an activity that produces distinct possibilities called outcomes. Now, an outcome is the final result of the action. Don't worry, you will understand as we go along. Now we're going to do an experiment, and in the first experiment we are going to roll one six-sided dice. Now I know you all know what a dice is. We are going to roll a six-sided dice 50 times to find out which of its numbers will most often show at the top of the dice. Now, just to clarify, a single trial of the experiment is to roll the dice once. This result is then called an outcome. In other words, an outcome is the result of a single trial of an experiment. In other words, the result of throwing this dice once. Now, as there are 6 numbers on the dice, there will be 6 possible outcomes, and each outcome will be represented by X. Okay, now let's see. We've rolled this dice 50 times, and in the table below we've got what we call frequency table. Remember that from one of our previous lessons? If you cannot remember, that's the beauty of this product. Go back, just refresh your memory, and then continue with this lesson. So this is the number of times a specific outcome occurs. So the possible outcomes, it will land on 1 at the top, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And remember tally, can you remember tallies? That is when we group data in groups of 5. And the frequency that it landed on 1 was 13, on 2, 8, and 3, 6, and so on. Okay. Now, if you examine the table, you will see that the frequency of the outcome X is 1 is 13. Let's see if you understand. Remember we said outcome is then X. So the frequency of X equals 1 was 13. And X equals 2 was 8, and so on. Okay? So the frequency of X equals 4 is 8. Also notice that there are 3 possible outcomes for X to be an even number. Now, isn't this exciting, what we can do with numbers? So there are possible 3 outcomes, which then will be 2, 4, and 6, because they are even numbers. Right. Let's do another example. For example, if we toss a coin, there are 2 possible outcomes. You agree with me, right? We can only have head or we can have tails. Now, in this experiment, a coin has been tossed 58 times and the results were recorded. So you will see here, the frequency of the 2 outcomes are very close. So likely that a coin will have an equal chance of landing on either side. So look at this. That was tossed 58 times, and 30 of the 58 times it landed on heads, and 28 of the 58 times it landed on tails. So you agree with me, there's like an equal chance. We can say that there will be an equal chance if we toss a coin that it will land on either heads or tails. Okay, the third experiment, we use the spinner. Now you know the spinner, you spin it and it lands on a color. Now in this trial, we did it 30 times, this experiment. And the frequency of the 6 outcomes are grouped together. So again, with a spinner, you can either have a red, a yellow, green, blue, black, or purple. So we've got the tallies there for you. So it landed 4 times on red. So x equals red was 4, x equals yellow 5, and so on. And then just to check our facts, if we add this up, we ended up with 30. Just to check that we recorded our results correctly. Now, when we roll the dice, as in example 1, there's an equal chance of getting any number from 1 to 6. Do you agree with me? So there are therefore 6 equally likely outcomes. So if you throw the dice, there's no reason the size of the 6 is not lighter or heavier than the one with the 1. So there are 6 equally likely outcomes. Okay. So in probability, an event is composed of outcomes like we know. And in example 1, the event x is even has 3 favorable outcomes, as we mentioned. So of the 6 possible outcomes, there are 3 favorable outcomes, which will be 2, 4, and 6. So now we can start asking the question, what is the probability of a specific event to occur? So then the answer is a number which is associated with the event. But this we're going to do in the next lesson. I hope you've enjoyed this and see you then.